Today, I'm going to reveal my 5 secret ways to attract customers. You do not want to miss this episode. We live in a world where nobody likes salespeople anymore. That's unfortunately the cold, hard fact. But actually, I myself don't like salespeople. I don't like sales calls. And I really don't like when somebody's trying to push something down my throat. And my goal as a real estate agent and a businesswoman is to do business completely opposite to the regular old-fashioned salesman or saleswoman who is constantly trying to attract themselves to you, sell things to you, and just market to you constantly. So I developed 5 secret strategies or tips that I have been implementing. Actually, it's kind of just happened for me naturally, but I observed that this strategy works, or maybe tips work in my business, and I wanted to naturally share them with you. So the first tip that I wanted to share with you, and I'll start with the least to the most strongest tips. They're all really important, but I'm going to leave the juiciest one for the last. So make sure you stick around. The first tip is be yourself. And that means be authentic. Be who you are. You don't have to be a celebrity in order to be yourself. You don't have to have the red carpet rolled in front of you and drive a Porsche and wear an expensive watch in order to be yourself. Just be yourself. But there is a trick to being yourself. When you are out there in front of people and you're being yourself, don't take it to the extreme where, let's say, you're saying that being yourself is being sloppy and that's being yourself. That doesn't count. Being yourself, it just means that whoever you are as a person, whatever kind of sense of humor you have, whatever is your style, and the things that you are proud of, the things that you know, and the things that you don't know, you humbly admit. And you are just basically yourself. Think about how much leverage you are bringing to the table with that aspect, because there's only one of you in this entire globe. You are the most unique version of yourself that's out there. You are unique, and there's no other versions of you out there. So being yourself and being authentic in a world of fakes and fake Instagram profiles and fake pictures and wannabes and people that are trying to maybe create some kind of artificial world for the public, but behind the scenes, their world is completely different. People can smell that BS from far away. And I think we are entering a time right now where people are kind of tired of it. So I think being genuine and authentic is becoming trendy again. So embrace it. The second secret is smile. Then again, I'm not talking about grinning all day long, walking on the streets, just, grinning at everybody. Let's not take this to the extreme where you're walking around laughing and joking around and smiling for no reason. But just when you make a contact with somebody, let's say it's somebody at a store or you go to some kind of an event, the minute you smile, you break any kind of tension, or you breaking the ice in terms of just demonstrating a nice, genuine smile. And people can see that your smile is genuine as long as it is genuine. I think part of being able to smile at strangers is also making sure we feel good inside. but that's another subject. Make sure that you strive for well-being and health so that when you are dealing with business and customers, you are able to actually produce a smile. I know that sometimes things are hard in life and we're not always able to smile, but maybe when you're not able to be as friendly or smiling, fake it till you make it until these days pass. It's up to you, but it's the most important thing is that you smiling when you are meeting people, and you also smiling when you are talking to them on the phone, so they can actually feel and hear you smiling when you're on the phone. It's been tried and tested, so try it. The third secret is have a presence and be well dressed. Tying this into being yourself, when you are getting dressed, of course, be yourself, have your own style, but make sure that you are well kept, you smell good, and you have a great presence that's not overdone. That's not what this whole thing is about. It's not about overdoing it. Just have a great presence when you go out, when you meet people. Even try to dress well when you going out to do errands. You'd be surprised who you meet, who you run into, who you can talk to when they see that you are well dressed and you have a presence. You're more likely to be able to attract people towards you because people feel a sense of confidence coming from you when you are well dressed and put together. Also, in your marketing materials, make sure that you have great photos. I don't know, it probably cost about $150 to go and get like a quick photo session for just simple headshots. Update them every 2 years. We change our hairstyles. We have weight fluctuations. I know I do. And, things change every 2 years. Invest in quick photo session for some nice professional headshots. Your selfies will never substitute a professional headshot, and people will notice that it's a selfie. It's just you can't substitute a professional photography shoot with a selfie, even with the brand new iPhones that have just come out. So invest in that, write it, put it as a business expense, and put it on your marketing materials, your business cards, wherever there's a need for your professional picture. So this way, the customers that are looking at your materials, they see that you're taking your business seriously. And if you're taking your business seriously, that means you will take your customers seriously. So you're creating a big sense of trust with your presence and with great photography. And I'm not talking about going out there and spending hundreds of dollars on this elaborate photo shoot with a stylist and makeup artist and an agent. I'm not talking about that. Let's not overdo it. Let's keep it simple, but good pictures do matter. The fourth tip is bring value to your potential customers, people that you meet in a professional setting, people that you're on the phone with whenever you go to different events, networking events. Bring lots of value, be very helpful, answer questions, be proactive, take 2 steps forward in order to be able to answer their questions or come back to them with a solution. People will love you for that. People love people that are helpful, resourceful, and bring value. I am sure you've heard this before all over the YouTube, Instagram, wherever. The value thing has become really popular in the last couple of years for a good reason. People like to get value. That doesn't mean you have to be a scapegoat and go do things for free for people nonstop, but you could get the sense of how you can solve somebody's problem in a way that shows that you can be trusted. People do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So once they get to know you, once they trust you, and once they like you, you are so much likely to be able to win over their future business. And the most important thing about bringing value is don't sell. Like I mentioned in the beginning of my video, nobody likes to be sold to. And it's kind of practicing reverse psychology. People are expecting you immediately, not everyone in business sells, but if you are a real estate agent, you are expected to be this salesperson. Like today, I was cold calling and I called this woman, and I'm using Ricky Carut's scripts, which I love, absolutely love, and I recommend them to you anytime. So I'm calling this lady, and the way the scripts are drafted is that you're supposed to be asking them how they are, and you're offering them value, you're giving them market report, and you're asking if there's anything you can do to help them. There is absolutely no talk about selling in that phone call. And I'm not calling to sell or buy or anything. But that lady, the minute she heard that I'm a real estate agent, she stopped me immediately. And she said, "You're a salesperson and I don't want to talk to you." And she hung up before I even had a chance to explain myself. There's got to be a good comeback to something like that. And if you don't come up with it for within 3 seconds, that's it. That person is going to disconnect. So I'm not perfect. I don't always have a good comeback for people that are just about to hang up the phone on me. But usually my comeback for somebody that is still listening on the phone, like waiting, what am I going to say, is usually saying, "Let me ask you, what is it that am I selling to you? What is it that I want to buy?" I throw a question at them immediately to engage their thinking, because honestly, I'm not trying to sell them, but this is the perception that people have of real estate agents, and it's time to change this industry and start to think of us as advisors and people that we can trust. So the secret here is actually not to sell. And the final fifth secret, my juiciest one, is also part of the reverse psychology, which is don't attract. Don't attract anyone. Don't even try to attract anyone. Act as if though you don't care if anybody ever calls you again. Actually, when I started to cold call and I adopted this strategy, like I don't really care if you give me your email or not, that's when things started to improve for me. Isn't that funny? When I was so desperate for that email, things were not moving for me. But the minute I was saying to myself, I don't want to attract anymore, I don't care if I get anything, I'm just going to call. And that's when things started to move. There's some kind of an energy about doing the opposite of what you want to really achieve, because I think trying to attract is like you're pushing up against the wind. But if you just let it go and you just go with the flow, things start to happen. So live your life in the best way you can while building confidence and knowledge, and at the same time repelling the people that might not like you and might not want to work with you, because there's always going to be people that don't want to work with us, or then they don't like us. I'm sure there's thousands of people like that when it comes to me. They don't like my face or my hair, or maybe I remind them of somebody from high school. Who knows? There could be thousands of reasons. And actually, that's none of my business. My business is to keep going and enjoy my life, build confidence, build knowledge, and be of value. The most important thing, I think, is not to be desperate, because desperation, my friends, breeds contempt. So these are the 5 secrets that I wanted to share with you that I've been implementing in my life. They work amazingly for me, and I use them not even just in business, but in my life, in my regular life outside of business and work. And just to recap, the 5 secrets are: be yourself, smile, have a great presence, bring value, and don't be desperate. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. And don't forget to watch my next video. Also, in about a couple of weeks, I will be making a special video about health, because I do believe that health is so important in terms of being productive in your business. And I have been trying these amazing, modern, newly developed products that are supporting your immune system, your gut health, and your overall health, especially your gut health, where everything actually starts in terms of diseases. And I will be making a video about these products. But for now, if you're interested in checking them out, I have dropped a link below. And stay tuned for my journey on how things go for me on these products.